Hello YouTube, this is Danielle with Danielle the Domestic Scientist. Today's video is a quick dining room tour. Just a disclaimer, it is a work in progress, but take a look at what I've done so far. Right now I'm doing a walkthrough prior to purchasing the house, and I just wanted to make sure the dining room is large enough to fit my table, so I just walked through the perimeter. So as you can see, the dining room has beautiful hardwood floors with the cherry color stain. So I wanted to make sure that I protected the floors and that I had a nice area rug to cover them before the furniture began to arrive. I went to At Home and to look through their rug section just because in my experience they have some of the more affordable rugs that still look nice. I found this rug, I believe this is the B500, and I like the fact that it had grays and tan hues. At this point I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to paint the house a gray shade or a tan shade, so I wanted to go for something that looked elegant but also neutral. I like the fact that the colors are slightly muted so that I would have the flexibility down the road to design and decorate around it. And I also like the small pops of black in between, just because some of the furniture that I was going to use has black elements. So I'm so excited to show you this piece. This is my very first grown-up piece of furniture. I happened to be window shopping in a really nice furniture store a couple of years ago, and I fell in love with this table. This is the Collection 1 Harvest dining table from A.R.T furniture, and a lot of their pieces, like their tables, retail from like $2,500 to $3,000. And this particular table, when I went into the store, was marked off about 50%, so I was able to get a really good deal. However, the chairs that go with the table retail for about $800 a piece, and then they were marked down to $425 a piece. And being that this table is a 10-foot table and it has 2 extension leaves in it, and in this photo it's fully extended, I was like, I can't afford all these chairs to go with this table. So I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna save money, I'm going to get the table, and then I'm gonna go somewhere else that has more affordable chairs. And even though if I could go to a Pier 1 or something and get some nice chairs to go with it, I know the scale isn't going to be the same. They'll be much smaller than the chairs that go with it, but at the same time I couldn't pay $400 a piece for a chair knowing that the fabric would stain just the same over the years. If somebody was to drop something, I just couldn't make that type of investment. So I think it's better for me at this point in my life to mix the highs and lows, because you still have an elegant piece. And I think it's ridiculous for these companies to charge you so much more for the chairs than it costs for the table itself. And the table is the one piece that really has all the craftsmanship, in my opinion. So I've got this particular table in my dining room, but I had a kitchen table that came with 6 chairs, and I just took the chairs from that table and I put them in the dining room. Even though they don't really go, the chairs actually look a little bit more like the floor, but that's what I'm doing for now, and at some point I'll get around to completing the actual dining room table look. But for now, I'm just happy to have my table and something to sit on when I'm using it. So those are the major components of my dining room. I am going to do a separate tablescape video, and I'm still working on developing my tablescape, so that is still a work in progress. Also, I'm just happy with the way things are coming along, but I still have 1,000,001 more things to do before my house is like Pinterest ready. But you know, you just take it one step at a time, and I'm super excited to be able to share my journey with you guys. Thank you for joining me today at Danielle the Domestic Scientist. If you have any comments or suggestions, recommendations for what you think I should do next with this dining space, please send me a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.